Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal, Van Dweller, back with more. What? Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for January 2026. And yeah, this is where it really starts to get down to the wire because we are about to determine a semi-finalist. So let's take a look at our top 16 situation. Actually, really, 3 of our brackets are ready to play. Do we have anybody in top 8 so far? Yeah, no. So we don't even have anybody past the top 8. So, yeah, let's start playing these top 16 brackets. So we're gonna do the green and teal bracket. That's gonna be Bluescuti versus Idkirby, and then Meme versus Myles. And then the winner versus the winner to determine a semi-finalist. And they will go right there into that match 30, be the first player into the semi-finals. And that's what we're doing tonight. Okay, good? Yes? Good. Let's take a look at our qualifying scores just so you can see what people got. A couple of people with 1.8s and 7 players averaged over a rollover for a 1 hour qualifying period. I mean, it's just insane. Eventually, this whole thing is going to be just filled with all rollovers. I don't know. Will we still be around by the time that happens? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, very impressive. Cobra, #1 seed for the first time ever, leading the way. Let's take a look at our rules. The rules say that this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System and NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanic experience system sticks are unmodified. They can use any controllers, so no big buttons or turbo functions used for the electronic or mechanical, biological, turbo only. These are best of 5 matches, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through. Level 39 super kill screen should be turned on. The score should be uncapped. One of these days, I'll get all the way through biological turbo in one breath. That's my goal. But anyway, yes, uncap the score, no max outs in this one. We will be using same piece sets re-rolled in between each game of the match. Players should not receive any in-game advice, and they should not pause unless the commentator tells them to. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. And don't pause or top out on purpose or anything like that. Just keep playing, and I will make a decision. So if you experience issues with what is it? Oh, OBS, not IBS. That's it. Well, if you do experience IBS, don't keep playing. We'll figure it out. That's the only thing. OBS, just keep playing. And yeah, internet, capture, computer, camera, whatever. Just keep playing. And the winner gets... Sorry. Yeah, the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool which stands right now at 2,000. I am so sorry. All right, I'm just picturing it. I can't help but picture it in my mind. But there it is. Anyway. Yeah, we've got $275 in the prize pool. Thank you to everybody who's contributed to the prize pool so far. We're looking to get to 2,000. If we get to 2,000, we can pay our top 8 instead of our top 4. That's a big deal. Want to keep these players coming back, feel like a prize is within reach. They just keep striving and practicing and playing and coming back. Then, you know, they'll want to come back, right? So let's go ahead and see what we can do to pump up that prize pool. Use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. And that will bring up some links. The one that says STM Jan or CTM or ME, that is the one for this tournament. Click on that link. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. The top right-hand corner has a button that says log in. Click on that to log in. And once you're logged in, you can use your, go over to the right side of the screen and click on the mustard colored button that says contribute. Ndog has made a challenge, I think, in chat that says if we get the prize pool up to $375, so $100 more, he will kick in another 125 to make it 500. So if y'all can get us to 375, he'll top it off to 500, which is pretty good. So please use that Matcherino command and click on that link. It's easy to log in. You can use your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account to log in. You don't need to make a separate account. It's so easy. And you know, you probably got some gift card for Christmas. Just dump it in. Don't even worry about it. Visa gift card, dump it in. Okay. That is how to support the prize pool. If you want to support the channel, that's something that you can do. You can make an ongoing pledge of support, just like these people have done. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris allows us to look ahead into the future, see that revenue's coming in, and say, yep, we can continue to bring CTM to people, or we have to stop and go drive Uber Eats, and that is what we do for the rest of our lives because we don't want to do anything else besides bring Tetris to you. So thank you to our patrons. Big shouts to Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9, Tacky, Madelsberger, Corporal Shelby Jr., Troy Dan, Kim Emerald, Potato Kaka, Java T, Jason Sunny, and Mr. Brain. Mr. Brain coming in at the orange level, tippity top level for Mr. Brain. Didn't have time to get it on there. Just saw it in my email, but thank you so much, Mr. Brain. Thanks to everybody else on this slide for your support. Appreciate you. If you want to find other ways to support us, you can find those using the support command. To put that in, it'll bring up some links. There's other ways to make an ongoing regular contribution, Streamlabs and PayPal, for example. There's also some one-time ways to make a contribution. If you're on YouTube, you can use super chats to make a highlighted chat that I will read on stream, assuming it's family friendly. I guess it depends on your family. And so you could do that. You could also do a sticker. You can become a channel member with the join button. You can gift a channel membership, and you can gift multiple channel memberships as well over on YouTube. So please make use of all those features. Over on Twitch, you've got bits, and if you want to put a message with it, I'll treat it like a super chat. You've also can subscribe to the channel. You can gift a subscription. You can gift multiple subscriptions. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subscription to apply to the streamer of your choice on Twitch. But it's once a month, and it's use it or lose it. You cannot save these. You cannot stack them. So do not lose them. Use them on us. Is that enough? Yes. Good. I think it is enough. All right. By the way, I just want to remind you, because he's a good, wonderful pal, classic Tetris pal. I want to remind you that this weekend is a one-day DAS tournament, up to 7 rounds of Swiss play. I think they can accommodate like 256 people, whatever. And so go check it out if you want to join start.gg/1day-DAS or 1-day-DAS. Or if you want to watch it, go over there. It'll probably have a link to where you can watch it. It's probably on Pumpy Heart. I don't know where it is. He didn't say, but there you go. Anyway, good. Oh, you think I would have brought up this thing already? Let's bring up these people. Who are they? Number 2 and number 15 is who we're bringing up. 2, Bluescuti. And 15, Idkirby. Let me fix the URL. Blue_Scooty. And we'll fix up these cams. We'll take some extra time, I'm sure, to deal with some stencil. No, we probably don't have to, actually. I thought Kirby said we had to go second. Kirby asked, but Meme didn't get back and agree. So I didn't see Meme agreeing to it. I saw Myles and Bluescuti agreeing to it. I didn't see Meme agreeing to it. I saw no reaction from Meme. Is that cool? Is that going to be a problem? Let's see if it's going to be a problem. It's cool. Well, Myles is cool. You get to go second, but Bluescuti says, yeah, that's all right. Okay, so you probably need to set up then, right? All right, Kirby, you keep playing, and I will fix stencil. That is what you need to do right now. But actually, no, I should have you a stencil. Let me have you a stencil. There's a there's a sentence. Let's see. Copy transform. And then if I paste that transform over onto this, it should work. Ready? Paste transform. Ready? All right, that's no better. All right, we're gonna fix stencil. And that way, whoever's seed 15 next month, we'll have to remember who that is. I mean, this is a stencil, my guys. All right, let's reset the transform. And we're doing it. Edit the transform. What do we got to do? We got to come over this way, stretch this out a lot. I feel like you know what I feel like? I feel like for some reason I feel like Kirby is streaming at 1940 by 1100. If that were the case, this would make a lot of sense. You don't happen to be streaming at 1940 by 1100, right? Just curious. It's 1920 by 1080, right? It's so specific because I can see the pixels. That's why it's specific, because I can literally have to count pixels. Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't know. Don't worry about it now. We'll worry about it another time. All right, let's get that, and we'll get Scooty going. All right, Scooty hanging out. Tetris room. Look at that beautiful Tetris room. This is pro streamer room right here. Let me tell you. Pro streamer. And let me just see what camera we get here. Okay. All right. I'm not going to endeavor to make these players the same head size. I'm just going to do this, and that's what we'll do. Okay. Because we want to see rolling, right? Scooty, I use your Jonas Cup picture, so now you have a haircut. All right, players, since there was a little bit of confusion about who's going first, we'll allow you a little extra time here to warm up, so another minute or two is fine. Pip Plays Geometry Dash says, can we start? Yeah, we can start. We can start. All right, I'll be nice. Don't do that. You don't need to do that. Like, just sit in it and enjoy the stream. You don't have to be the show, okay? Hey guys, here I am. Can we start? Ha ha. Like, yeah. All right, good. Oh, let me just see one other thing while I've got it. All right, Kirby did say ready. I am going to go ahead and put the pieces in the chat. Is there a filter on? There's no filter below. Interesting. All right, pieces are here. 8A0336. 8A0336. Thanks, N-Dog. What's going on, N-Dog? Summer B. Oma Red Star. Bluescuti's Grandpa. Burbia. I've seen bees. Myles. All the stars are here. Ayo Pidgeotto with the tier 1 sub. 56 months. What are you doing? My God, that's a long time. Occupy Starbucks. Thank you. 9 months. CTM, the best place for Tetris action. Thank you, Vandy. Thank you. Occupy Starbucks. Is someone going to pin the seed? Nope, no one is gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. Don't worry, guys. All right, players, when you are ready, go ahead and signal ready. 8A0336. Yep, the hair is gone. I photoshopped it out. All right, looks like both players are ready. It is not round one. It is the top 16, Bluescuti and Idkirby. The winner goes to the top 8. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I used the Jonas Cup photo, which all those Jonas Cup photos seem to be a little brown. So yeah, there was a good background. Agree, Tetris. They did a good thing. Look at that adjustment for Bluescuti. T right there. So yeah, the background is a winner. The lighting made everybody look like a lot browner. I don't know why. So on the inverse AI, yeah. I like the regular pictures. I'm not going to use, I don't want to use any AI filters. I want to use the regular photos. Anyway, on the left side, Bluescuti is on a little bit of a winning streak. He has won the last 3 Masters events in a row. He's doing okay. At Tetris. He's got 9 overall wins in the Masters events, inclusive of the Lone Star from 2024. But yeah, he won December, he won No Cap November, and he won our October event. And 9 overall. He's a 3-time CTWC gold bracket player. Has never finished outside the top 8. It was top 4 in 23, and then top 8 in 24, and then top 4 in 25. Also played at the Jonas Cup last 2 years. Well, it's the only 2 years it's been. And he took 2nd in 2024, top 8 in that. He's also won a bunch of seasons of Classic Tetris League. He was the first player ever to crash the game of NES Tetris by getting all the way to level. Well, he got to level 155, didn't crash the game, so he had to wait to crash it until level 157. But he got it. He did it. He did it, and he has since rolled over the game, becoming the 3rd player ever to do that. Like rolled over the level counter, which we call a rebirth, and in so doing, he got the all-time score, 40.2 million. $263 for Bluescuti, 304 for Kirby. Inverse AI filter, you think we should? Oh, I see. This should make them look normal. Some of them are, I don't know, some of them are clear, some of them aren't, but they do look a little brown. Just fine, I don't know. Maybe, should I make everyone sepia toned? Anyway, Bluescuti is ranked #1 in the most recent Premier poll as well. That is a ranking of competitive Tetris players in open and DAS competitions. You can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. Or you can use the PP command in chat to bring up the link. Thank you, Premier Poll, for allowing us to use your rankings and say them out loud. On the right side, Idkirby seed number 15 from the United States of America. 3.49 million is his PB. He was ranked number 20 in the most recent Premier poll. You've seen Idkirby in CTWC the last 3 years, also a 3-time Mega Masters player. And you've seen him at regionals, including Waco the last several years, Lone Star 2022, Phoenix, Vegas. And those are the ones. It was like you thought there were going to be more, but no, those are the ones. He also played in bronze at CTWC in 21 and 22. And yeah, high finishes in these regionals. Top 4 in Phoenix, runner-up in Vegas. And his first Masters event was all the way back in... when? January of 25. So a year ago. It seems weird to me because I thought he was in there. I thought he was in there like earlier than that, but it looks like it's 2025. $543 for Bluescuti, $568 for Idkirby. $547 Scoot. $591 Curb. Nice little tuck setup there for that S piece for Kirby. Got a 614, 6 lines away from that level 19 speed increase. At speed is going to increase by 50%. Looks fast to us. Not that fast for these guys at this point. There was a time when that was pretty much as fast as anyone could play. But now, the last several years, players mastered level 29. 618 entry for Bluescuti, so double 600. Kirby with a Tetris 714 into level 20. 230 lines is the next speed increase. That's level 29. The speed will double from where it is now. Anyway, there is an active prize pool challenge from one of the viewers, N-Dog, or Nate, whatever you want to call him, Nate Dog. Probably should just say Nate Dog. But anyway, Nate has put out a challenge there. He says, if you all can get the prize pool up to $375 from where it is now at $275, he will then go the rest of the way up to $500. So they'll get that up to $500 if you guys get it to $375. So $100 is what we need. Prize pool goes to the players, doesn't go to me. So don't worry about, some greedy Van Dweller taking, skimming off this prize pool. Nope, goes to the players. So if you want to support the players, make sure players keep coming back to this competition and playing for your entertainment. Consider contributing to the prize pool. You can use that Matcherino command to bring up the links. 855 for Bluescuti, 937 for Kirby. Kirby not going to get that T-piece all the way. We're going to get a long bar and fix it over there in column 1. Long bar in Tetris for Kirby. What's up, Chen? Welcome. Max out for Kirby. He's on level 25. 1 million points. Tetris for Scooty. 978 is next Tetris. We'll get him the 1 million. Kirby could use a bar. And gets the bar. It's going to get a triple. And yeah, just looking to uncover that right. Build back up. He is built and he is Tetrising B48. That's a 1.1 million for Kirby. A20 for Scooty. He's got the max long bar in Tetris for Scooty. All right, Scooty with that, maybe a double flip of the long bar there, or just trying to, I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but fixed it very easily. Tetris Kirby C16. That is a 1.2 million. He's got 6 lines to go until 29. And could potentially, well, now he's just got 3. So he could get one more Tetris. The board not clean, though. So he's just going to look to try and take a reasonably good board into 29. He's going to bring it down mostly, nearly all the way there. Going to hang a bar column 2, but get another one over to fix column 1. C43 for Kirby. Scooty B83. He's into level 30. Both players on 1.2 million scores. Jens Axpo with the $50 contribution to the prize pool. Thank you, Jens. Appreciate that. That is going to get us halfway through our challenge from Ndog. So we just need, what, 50 more to get there. And that prize pool will go up to 500. Look at that. This is a good return on your money, right? 50 gets you 125 on top of it. That's pretty good. That's a good return. D02 for Bluescuti. That is a 1.3 million. D79 for Kirby. He's been ahead the entire game, but a little bit of a misdrop there. He's going to have to fix. Scooty not really in a position to capitalize. And now level 39, 330 lines is the next speed increase. Unsurvivable. Chris S with the $50 contribution. That gets us up. Oh, and another $50 from Jens. My goodness. So you guys both had the same idea. Thank you so much. That is going to unlock that contribution from Ndog. So anyway, level 39, 25 lines away. Scooty is, about 60,000 points behind. Tetris is here, worth north of like 45,000. By the time we get into 39, they'll be worth 48,000. And so they do not have a lot of time left. And Kirby is digging, and Scooty is in trouble. And they are going to top out simultaneously, and Kirby is going to hang on and take game number 1. So they topped out simultaneously. Scooty had that Tetris well open, but could not get a bar for it. That would have given him the lead and the victory here at game 1, but never got it. Couldn't do it. And yeah, Kirby was fixing to top out. Bluescuti can't capitalize. So Kirby, 1 game to none over our champion, our reigning champion, 3-time. All right, new players are here. By the way, thank you so much, Jens and Chris. You both had the same idea at the same exact time. Hopefully, you both don't regret contributing 50 to the prize pool. Nate's going to come in with that 125 anyway, even though you got him $50 closer to where he needed to be. Came in with that 125. Thank you so much, Nate. Appreciate that. Josh says, I'm not even sure it's possible to get that bar over. Look, this is Scooty. He can do anything. But anyway, thank you both for that, and thank you, Nate, for stimulating the prize pool economy. Really appreciate that. Jens says, let's go scoot, and then said, let's complete that challenge. And you like basically tied with Chris. So, so thank you guys. Really appreciate that. And I know the players do too. Wait, Ryan, has Corian has gotten 4 in a row? No, he got 3 in a row twice. He did not get 4 in a row, did he? I don't think so. I'll have to look. 2-2 F8 7B. Looks like both players ready. Game number 2. Kirby up 1 game to none. I don't remember Corian getting 4. It's possible, but let me look here. You know he's gotten 3 in a row twice with a Joseph Saley in the middle. Yeah, he's never gotten 4 in a row. He did have a span of 11 months where he won 9 times, but it was a 3 Joseph Saley, 3 Bubble Rhapsody, and 2. So he did not. So Scooty looking to become the first player to get 4 in a row. Yeah, 9 wins in 11 months. I mean, that was just where and it's not like we didn't have, the only, best player that we didn't have that time was, by that time was Jonas. And that was 2019 where, there are a lot of online hyper tappers playing, right? So there are no DAS players really. The only DAS player who made it to the finals, I guess Green Tea during that time, and Ben Mullen. But I think after Ben Mullen in May of 2019, I don't think any other DAS player got to the finals playing DAS. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think Ben Mullen was the last one. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. 8. Sorry. 8 in 10 months. My apologies. 8 in 10 months, guys. 8 wins in 10 months. Which is almost as good. He was in the finals 9 times in 10 months. $278 for Bluescuti. Fractal is a player who has won 3 in a row. You can halfway sort of count Alex T because he won 3 Masters in a row, didn't attend Lone Star, and Bluescuti won Lone Star, but so Alex T is kind of an asterisk there. If you want to put him in there. And why not? And then, of course, Scooty. Tetris for Kirby, 324, 399. Bluescuti. Bluescuti ahead by almost 100,000 points. He's really behind like the entire time in game number 1. Kirby setting up the delayed. Vitz gets a quick long bar after he's set up. All right, Tetris, Kirby, he's got some cleanup to do near that top of that board, cover that whole thing. Now he's got some tucks. He's Tetris ready. He gets it. 463 for him. 548 for Bluescuti. Scooty 617, one line to go till 19. Kirby into 19, 558. Good score. This will be like a 641, nope, 618 entry for Scooty. Couldn't get the bar. Gets the bar though right after. Now he's got the 642. Kirby 582. 60,000 point lead, one line apart. All right, Kirby, cleanup mode. Oh, that bar. It's going to clear away fairly easily. But that can throw you off. He's going to bring it down. Trying to. Kirby is set up, 629. Long bar in Tetris, 657. 803 for Scooty. So Kirby, good board now. We're now about 50 lines away from level 29. That left side needs some attention for Kirby. Able to slot a long bar in there, no problem. Fix that up. Still got that gap to deal with, but in the meantime, Tetrising. Meanwhile, Scooty up near, I mean, probably about 200,000 points when you count for the line difference. So big lead for Scooty. Skimming to Tetris, Kirby, he's working 2 rows off the bottom. There's a triple and a Tetris for Kirby, 846, and just can't seem to bring that down to the bottom. He's getting there now. See how he's going to handle this. I think he wants to go for that column 8 Tetris, and yeah, he does. He's set up for it. I'm going to try to avoid putting more. Oh, misses and covers the well. Oh, and another double flip of the bar. So seems to be having a problem with double flipping that bar. Tetris goes in to column 8. Man, he's going to chunk this down, bring it clean into 29. 903 for Kirby. Scooty at the B51. It's about a 250,000 point lead. And dirty, I think that was a Tetris. Yeah, dirty Tetris Kirby 950. Tetris for Scooty, C41. Another Tetris Kirby. Kirby at A22. He's got the max out. He's on 33. He's back by 300,000 points, more than that. So this is a big lead for Scooty. Scooty does not have to keep the gas on. He can try to just pace himself a little bit here, just stay alive. And just that lead alone is enough pressure. And yeah, you can see Kirby not going to survive that. Scooty going to take game number 2 and tie up this match. You want to go ahead and mullen it out, you can, but somebody, well, yeah, they probably want to mullen out for stats, right? All right, I hit random, Neto. I meant to hit random after the first 3 songs, but all right, Scooty's got the rollover. That's enough for him. He just wants that rollover. Okay. 522F40. Rollover intentional top LMAO. I know. What a baller. No, I hit random just for you. And also, I don't know, is Mr. Brain here? Mr. Brain, are you here? Let me know if you're here. Let me know if you can hear the thing. Because I got the lock, I got the lubricant, and I was in there, and every little plastic joint and crevice, any mechanically moving parts, I like lubed this thing up like real good. So if you're here, Mr. Brain, that is what I'm not hearing it anymore. You are here. Do you hear it at all? The only thing you might hear is if I hit the cord or something, or bump it with my hand or something. But there's that sound. I don't hear it. All right, 522F40. Both players ready. Game number 3. It was once a best of 5, now a best of 3. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, no worries, Mr. Brain. Don't worry. You're good. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support on that. I mean, it's important to me, but I was just kind of in a place where I didn't know what to do. But it sounds like it's good. I can get the headset to make that noise again if I like squish it with my hands, but just talking and moving around doesn't seem to trigger it. So it looks like we're good for now. But yeah, maybe after the stream I'll like squish it just for you, just so you can just so you can hear it one last time. All right, we are underway. Game number 3. And yeah, Kirby just trying to keep that right side open, and all of a sudden, Burns kind of went away up near the top of that board, but gets a long bar in. He's okay. Arm says, yo, young adults, getting 6 months free Prime. I'll sub soon. I thought this was good information. Thank you, Arm. Appreciate that. I mean, you weren't talking to me because you were talking to young adults, but I'm here too. Well, what I didn't want, Mr. Brain, was to like buy a new thing and then just have it be a problem on the new thing, right? So I needed to. I mean, obviously, there's no reason that sound needs to happen, so we'll fix it one way or another, even if I have to tape rubber bands or tape or something. But the lubricant seemed to work. It was messy. My room smells, but it's worth it. Stanislaw with the sub, Stanislaw with the sub on Twitch. Thank you, Stanislaw. Appreciate that. Vandy, would you rather people say you have a young or an old soul? I don't worry too much about that issue. I just do what I do. I don't know. Yeah, I guess young, right? Youth. Because one thing here's one thing I don't like. I don't like when people get to a certain age and then they just lose their idealism or their hope for the future, or they're just, well, I'm settled in now and I do my thing. And like, I don't like that. I like people who strive and say, okay, what next, right? I've done this. What next can I do? That's what I like. So if you want to say that's a youthful spirit, looking forward to the future and its possibilities, that's what I like. 239 for Kirby, 219 for Bluescuti. But I guess I don't think about it too much. $285 for Kirby, $267 for Bluescuti. I need to start a motivational podcast. All right, I'll make it for you. I know somebody who's doing a thing where they'll do a custom podcast for you. They'll just do any topic you want for a price, and they'll just do whatever topic you want. So I'll make a custom one for you. Vandy, what was your job before Tetris? 406 for Bluescuti, 400 for Idkirby. I worked for tech companies managing escalated support teams, like corporate escalation teams. So like if you write into a company and you're saying, I'm going to write the CEO. I'm going to do the CEO. I'm going to email the CEO. Well, I got that. The CEO doesn't worry about it. They send it to somebody. So that was, I manage a team of people who manage those kind of requests. 476 for Bluescuti, 494 for Idkirby. $546 for Bluescuti, $506 for Kirby. Yeah, Kirby up top here. Oh, there we go. Pieces coming. Yes, looks like Kirby is one piece away. Long bar over. Kirby gonna survive. Back by about 75,000. What are the Jackpot Gents? Who are they? Jackpot Gents. All right, I think you're trying to get some little promotion here. The Jackpot Gents. Learn how to be a better video poker player with the Jackpot Gents. I did used to play video poker, like when I was waiting for my seat at the casino when I was a poker player full time. It's been years since I played it though. And, you know, it was still a losing game because I was playing on the strip. There were no good machines on the strip. Who knows if there's even good machines anywhere? I don't know. I'm sure these guys do. 717 for Kirby. Long bar in Tetris for Scooty, 828. Did you optimize for royal flushes? Yes, of course. You're one of the top 5 players in the world at video poker? Shoot. No idea. So Kirby going to top out 753, 927 for Bluescuti. You feel like there were still good machines on the strip until like 2010? There were a couple. Oh my God, where, and I don't even, I would say like, if I remember correctly, maybe like, not Palace Station, but, well, maybe there were a Palace Station. What's the one? Oh, I don't want to say which one it is. Golden, oh, it's slightly off strip. Not the Orleans, but something like the Golden Palace. I don't remember. Anyway, Scooty, you're good. What is that? I forget the name of it. All right, let's get these players some pieces. The name is escaping me at the moment. The Golden Corral. Yeah, the Golden Corral. That does seem like gambling at times. No, not on Fremont Street. Gold Coast? I think it's Gold Coast. Yeah, it's a little bit off the strip up by like the Orleans and stuff up that way. El Pelton, we got a lot of questions, but I can't get to them all. Oh, it's a cube. All right, we're being shown something. What is that? What is that? What is that? Is that just like a solid, like 1.5 inch cube of aluminum? A tungsten cube. All right. Well, congratulations. What's on your controller? What's that, tape? What's bro doing? Guy's got tape on his controller. Oh my God. Oh, he's hiding it now. He's hiding it. Oh my God, Scooty, big scandal. Big scandal now. What is a tungsten? Why do I want a cube made of tungsten? What does that do? Order your tungsten alloy cube. Includes a certificate of chemical composition and interesting tungsten facts. What is the deal with people on Twitter going crazy about tungsten cubes? The bigger the cube, the more expensive it is, so the more expendable money you have to spend on novelty objects that don't have a specific function. That's what it is? Oh my God. Just flexing. Dude, you're just flexing tungsten in this economy? Holy moly. What a tungsten flex. Where's the seed? Didn't I put it in? Where's the seed? Yeah, 95B4 F4. 95B4 F4. It's pinned. Vandy, it's the most aesthetic paperweight you're ever going to get. Like, I want one. I got to admit, I want one. A 4-inch cube is like 40 pounds. Holy moly. I want one. Don't make me seed check you, bro. Don't make me seed check you. 95B4 F4. I don't want to seed check you. because you're coming back after a break there. Okay, I'm not going to do it. Oh my God, end dog. It's Oklahoma, so probably. All right, 9-5 B4 F4. Looks like both players are ready. Let's get them started. Game number 4. Bluescuti up 2 games to 1. A 2-inch cube costs $674. So people are just like, oh. Let's see. How heavy is a 2-inch cube of tungsten? A 2.5-inch tungsten cube weighs 10 pounds. Order your tungsten alloy cube. I can order one from the Midwest Tungsten Service. Yeah. 2-inch cube, $675. Why? Like, anyway, it's great. I hope you got it for Christmas. No, but listen, it's an investment. Okay? Precious metals, yo. You're stacking tungsten. I used to be a silver stacker. I used to stack silver. I wish I still had it all. No, you're stacking precious metals. I mean, it's not like you're buying it and then you consume it. You just have it. You can resell it probably for pretty much what you bought it for. So, and I'm sure there is a market for tungsten and the price goes up and down, and 208 for Bluescuti. It's an industrial metal. There's a market for it. So it's really not like an expense. It's literally just savings. So yeah, it's not you guys demonizing tungsten cubes, but you can literally probably just go resell it. Yeah, I used to stack silver, but then I went broke and I had to stop. But once if I get another job again, I'll probably just dollar cost average silver, just buy the same amount of silver every month, right? But the shipping, says Stanislaw. I mean, I think it would be good to like just, if you want very small like weights, if you're doing curls and you live in an apartment, get a tungsten cube. I mean, you could ship that thing priority mail, right? It's just, so I just put it in a priority mail. It's like, doesn't matter the weight. $418 for Bluescuti, $440 for Kirby. So you think silver's up 300% since January? Yeah, I mean, could. Who knows? These silver guys I'm sure they're nuts. I used to go on all those there are forums with like silver bugs, and like gold bugs and stuff like that, like Kitco forums and all that. And they're just waiting for it to go up. 531 Kirby, 487 Bluescuti. Who knew it was tungsten? Yeah, if I'm just buying, you know, I would just buy a certain number of, you know, whatever bullion coins. Like, you know, whatever. What are they called? Like silver eagles, I guess. Yeah. It's been a while since I did it. 624 for Kirby, 603 for Scooty. Tetris Scooty, 649, 693 transition for Kirby. So remember this seed, 9-5 B4 F4. This is a seed. Now, of course, players got to worry about what can often happen with these high paces. Tetris for Scooty into 19, 695. So 690 plus double transition. I do worry with paces these high. Like, you know, you guys know what happens. You've watched, a lot of you have watched enough of this to know what happens. Players get lulled into a false sense of security. You think, oh, bards are just going to keep coming down. I can just stack high to the sky, you know, and keep doing it. But you gotta play your stack, you know, not your past RNG. 848 for Kirby, 813 for Scooty. Tetris Scooty, 841, 849 Kirby. Kirby uncovers the right sideboard, flat long bar burn. Taking the burns. And yeah, now we're getting a little drought here. Long bar in Tetris Kirby. Another one goes in Kirby, 914. Kirby needs to win this one to stay in the tournament. Scooty up pretty high. Oh my goodness gracious. And no, that is going to be a top out for Scooty at 848. And Kirby is good in game number 4. And we are going to a decider. Pace brain. Yeah, that's what it is. That's pace brain. My goodness. All right, new pieces are here. 3781 B8. Vandy, is it cheating to play a seed you know is good when trying to get your first max? If you claim it on the leaderboard as a max out, I would say so, because the presupposition on that is you're playing an unknown seed. So I would say yes, unless you admit it, in which case it probably won't go on the leaderboard, but you know, it's good training. It can be good practice maybe. All right, looks like both players are ready. It is decider time. Bluescuti and Kirby, the winner goes to the top 8 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I mean, there's nothing immoral about playing a known seed, but you know, it comes in, how do you pass it off? If you say, "Oh, I'm ready for my first max out, guys, because I can get one on a good seed." So all I got, you know, if you do it like that, like it's training, that's fine. But if you pretend That's where it becomes an issue of honesty. It would be hard to verify if someone is doing that. Not necessarily, because a lot of stuff is video, right? Stuff's on video. They can see if you're playing on a seed or not. Now, does that mean you couldn't hack a thing, right? You couldn't hack together something which is a known seed where you play on it and nobody knows? Sure. But what are you doing? You're gonna post that thing, right? You're gonna post your like cheated, deceitful max out. And you're gonna get all these accolades and congratulations. You know in your mind what you did and that you're deceiving everyone. And then if you actually do get your first max out, it's gonna be tainted and you can't share it with anybody because everybody will know your shameful secret. So why would you rob yourself of that experience, right? Why would you do that to yourself? It's a dumb thing to do to yourself. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you would do it, but I'm telling any would-be people who think it would be a really smart idea. It's a dumb idea. Is it okay to do it on April 1st? I mean, sure. I mean, everybody's gonna know anyway. People are shameless, so yeah, but that's fine. I mean, it'll accrue to them. It ruins their own life. Like, they shouldn't do that, not because it's an offense against everyone else, but which it is a little, but because it harms themselves. 217 for Kirby, 210 for Bluescuti. I've seen Bees with the base take says it's actually not okay to do anything at all on April 1st, right? It's you must do something. Guafi says off topic, but I love Drake May. Drake May always on topic. 235 for Bluescuti. What's up, Squirrel and Flannel? I could really do without the Drake May meme, but all right, people are having fun with it. It's okay. It's not for me though. 277 for Kirby, 284 for Bluescuti. Is Drake May a Tetris player? God, I wish. Don't you wish? Drake May is a quarterback for the New England Patriots NFL football team. Patriots lose against backups. I don't know how to process that as a statement. So like some team 15 years ago that has none of the same personnel and players on it. They just have some property that means they lose to backups that has nothing to do with who's playing or anything like that. Like, that's sports logic. This is one of the things I don't like about sports is like sports logic. You know, oh, these Red Sox, they've always choked. They choked back in '86. They choked back in 2003. It's like, well, you don't realize like none of the same people are on the same team. Why would like what you learn about 1986 apply to 2003? Like, there's no history there. Like, but that's sports logic. I can't stand that. 433 for Scooty, 386 for Kirby. I don't think it's fun. I think it makes, it's a way to just throw out your brain, That's why, I used to listen to a lot of talk radio, talk radio and sports radio when I was a kid and teenager, and it's like I can't listen to that stuff anymore, especially the callers. Just brain dead. 504 for Scooty, long bar in Tetris. 477 Kirby. I am not an excellent ball listener. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'd heard him back in the day. If it was on TV, if it was on the radio, you know, sometimes he was on, but I wouldn't. I was not a Ditto head. That's for sure. Tetris for Kirby. He's at 570 on 19. Scooty into 19 at 597. El Pelton says, isn't it like self-fulfilling prophecy? Like the media is going to say it and the current players will think about it and then it happens because of the pressure. No, I don't think that happens at all. I don't think players even think about it at all. Oh, the Red Sox in 1986 choked, so I in 2024 or whatever, I'm gonna choke. Like they don't think about it. They don't do that. Professionals. $679 Kirby, $636 for Scooty. Long bars go in. I think the tough thing about classic Tetris is that a lot of the players, you know, listen to commentary and they can be affected by things that are said in commentary just in the moment, I think. So that's why I think live is a little bit harder because it's like, can't even turn it down. It's like blaring right in your face. At least me, you can turn me down a little or not listen at all. I guess you can wear headphones or something, but long bar over at Tetris Kirby, $7.99. Another one, $8.29. Yeah, muting commentary is good. You should, Steels. You listen though. Kirby, $8.90. $8.37 Scooty. A Scooty back by 7 lines. I've seen B says every 5 minutes of this stream, I have no idea what's happening in the chat all over again. But, you know, that's fun. You muted it last time? I mean, it didn't help. You feel like you played better? Oh, I mean, yeah, it helped. $9.89 for Kirby, $9.69 for Bluescuti. So both players have maxed out. They're just 1,000 points apart. Scooty has 8 lines in hand. But his board a little bit messed up compared to Kirby's, but he's going to get a Tetris and clean it right up. Nothing says clean like a dirty Tetris. A80 for Kirby. He's got the A81 into 29. Scooty, yeah, looking to get set up. And Tetris for Scooty into 29 at B22. Kirby trying to get this back down. Square will help. He's set up for a Tetris. Long bar goes in. Tetris for Kirby. B35. Scooty is back by 6,000 points. All right, Scooty set up, skimming. A skim and a Tetris for Bluescuti, B86, B58 for Kirby. A high centering here needs a, oh boy, this board not great. And that is going to be a top out for Kirby at B59. And Scooty will survive a bit of a scare here in a decider. Kirby taking the 3-time consecutive CTM champ to a decider here in the round of 16. So Scooty gonna walk away with this one, but Kirby kind of making a statement here. My goodness. GG's Kirby, very, very good game. Can you wear noise canceling headphones during live events? Yeah, you can. Yeah, players do. I don't know if people are thinking about that, and dog. We certainly think about it here to an extent, but it's basically unenforceable. But you wouldn't want to take players' music away from him. So, Kirby, you played great. Congratulations to you. Tough opponent. I mean, tough draw. Top 16. All right, so we are going to go ahead and run an ad real quick. We'll bring up our next match. It's going to be Meme versus Myles in the teal bracket. So, Scooty, stick around. I'm going to play the winner. Alrighty, Roo, let's get rid of number 2. And then I think it's number 7, right? Here's Meme. And 10. Yeah, that should be good. Did you also get a new picture? I have a new. I'll have it. It depends. I don't know. I'll have to look. Is your first match tomorrow? Were you at Jonas Cup in 2025? I think you were. So yeah, it's possible, but I'll take a look. I like your current picture. I don't know. I like it, but you've never been to Jonas Cup, all right? Well, I'll see what I have. You've been to CTWC since. All right, well, I'll take a look. I'm updating a lot of the pictures over the course of the next month or two, so if it's not now, then it's maybe next month. All right, Big Myles is here. Say everybody hello, Big Myles. There he is. Okay, then we'll fix up Meme's camera. Where's Meme? Okay, there's Meme. There we go. You gotta face your pieces. You can't look away from your pieces. You must look at them. Look at them. Look at them and think about what you've done. Tayo says, I didn't read the title. I just saw the names in Discord and thought this was finals based off the names. Yeah, I mean, it's packed. We are packed here for sure. All right, let me fix up Myles' stencil a little. Not sure what happened there, but it's not his fault. I'm sure Myles is usually on point stencil-wise. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right, we got 2 A+ stencilers here. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and give you some pieces. You've had time to warm. Seed 10 December was Kirby. Listen, at this point, it's like a tradition, so no hate. It's just a tradition at this point. It's fun. No big deal. I'm happy to fix stencil. No big deal. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm not going to complain. All right, but that's recreational. That's like fun for me. All right, looks like both players are ready. This is Meme and Myles. The winner of this will go to the top 8 to face Bluescuti to see who goes to the semifinals. Meme versus Myles. Let's get them started. Top 16 CTM Masters January 2026 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh my God, that was like a simultaneous start. What is going on? On the left side of your screen, it is Meme. Meme's had a heck of a real 2 years, 2024 and 2025, emerging as a top player across multiple things and venues, right? Tournaments and venues like Minnesota Regional, Detroit Regional, wins over those. Midwest Regional, Milwaukee, Kansas City DAS Championship. And oh yeah, did I mention runner-up in CTWC 2025. Meme also in 2025 made it to the finals of the CTM Masters event for the first time. And yeah, that was October. And Meme also made it to the finals of the Stupid, and probably this has got to be your best accomplishment. Made it to the finals of Stupid Tetris Monthly No Bars November 2025. Also high finishes in Columbus, Philadelphia, a win in Genesis. Jonas Cup top 3 in 2024. Just a heck of a 2 years for Meme. One of the players who has crashed the game. I think we're still stuck at 8 game crashers last I checked. Meme is one of those. Got a PB of 13.2 million. Ranked number 5 in the most recent Premier Poll. Meme trying to get back to those finals and have another crack at a CTM title. 207 for Meme, 205 for Myles. And it is Myles. Seed number 10, PB of 8.06 million. He's also one of the game crashers. He's a 5-time CTWC Gold Bracket player, 2 top 8 finishes this year, or I guess last year and the year before. Oh no, LP's here for Meme. So we're going to require some attention, but she's bringing it down. This should be relatively safe, but still muddy board and needs some help. 214 for Meme, 219 for Myles. Myles is a 3-time finalist in CTM Masters event. Also the runner-up in the Lone Star Championship in 2024. And that was against Bluescuti. He's trying to get back to face Bluescuti again. He also faced Bluescuti, by the way, in 2024 finals. October. And he was 3rd in our Lone Star Championship in 2023. The winner of the Phoenix Desert Qualifier. Also a winner of a Challenger circuit back in January of 2023. And high finishes in Waco, Columbus, Genesis, the Dallas Underground Invitational, Kansas City. And that's Myles. ranked number 11 in the Premier Poll. By the way, you can find the Premier Poll rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. Use the PP command in chat to bring up the link. Anyway, Myles in at 601, gets a Tetris 625. Welcome in, Raiders from Wiley. I had myself muted there for a minute. Apologies for that. Meme 562 entry into 19. But you're Raiders, you are watching the Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. A online monthly tournament. All the best players for NES Tetris in the world playing in this one month in, month out. Good prize pools, great competition. You're watching two of the best in the world right now, Meme and Myles. Both of these players high finishers in the Classic Tetris World Championship. Meme was last year's runner-up. 720 for Meme, 836 for Myles. Wiley says, oh yeah, I got my first max out last night, was showing it on stream today. Well, that's pretty good. Someday, probably in 2033, I'll be saying the same thing. So congratulations, Wiley. 834 for Meme, 925 for Myles. He got his first max. Vandy, says Mari. Vandy. Mari, you gotta drive up to Austin. Pick up some TVs. Tetris for Myles, A56. He's got the max out and more, 1 million points. Meme's next Tetris will get her very close to that. You'll probably do it in the spring. Oh my God, the spring. Ugh, can't wait that long. All right. Well, you'll just have, if whoever shows up first, Colin or Mari. Now, Colin wants him too. So both players with the 1,000,000 points, that's what the A means. That is a 6-digit score, but that letter is like 2 digits of a 7-digit score. So Myles and Meme with the 1.1 million. Tetris says, wait, are we giving away TVs? I'll be there in 5 hours. Well, very soon I need to be rid of some stuff. All right, Myles into level 29, now level 30. The speed has doubled. This is essentially the fastest playable speed for NES Tetris, at least in 2026. Myles trying to dig this down. Meme is in the lead by about 30,000 points. That long bar to the left is a problem for Myles. And he's not going to be able to recover. And Meme is good in game number 1. Oh, see now, Mari says, oh, wait, no, I can come earlier, see? Just got to put a little pressure. All right, well, we'll see what we can do here. I also have some other stuff. Like I've got, I don't need that PA speaker. All right, D12 for Meme. He's gonna do a little mullening here. Tetris says, okay, fine, I'll be there in 4 hours. I also got a bunch of gym cards and classic ends. I mean, I got everything you need to run a qualifier, so. All right, the D51 for me. Meme is good. Pieces are here. Hold on, is this free? I mean, if you're gonna run events, it is. If you're gonna flip it on Facebook Marketplace, then it's not. Tetris says, I am going to flip it. Can it be free? No, it cannot. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 2. Meme up 1-0. Myles looking to win this one to tie it up. 3-2-1 Tetris. Oh, I got all kinds of capture stuff, and I got all kinds of stuff. It would either be like 5 or 6 TVs, something like that. I'm gonna keep 2. Where do you keep all this stuff? I have a storage space. That's one of the reasons I'm looking to. I don't think I'm gonna run any live events anymore. I have to make certain decisions about things I can't, will and won't do, can and can't do. And that's just one of the things I've got to cut out. What am I keeping 2 for? 1 for me, and 1 as a backup / invite someone over and play Tetris thing. I guess rip Lone Star, unless Mari wants to run Lone Star. You want to run a Lone Star? You can. You can charge admission. You can charge an entry fee. You do whatever you want. But you can just call it Lone Star if you want. 122 for Meme, 200 for Myles. Yeah, I guess I don't fully understand, like, people, like, the people are out there, they run events for free, but then they go, oh, we're gonna call it CTWC. I don't know, maybe they're not running it for free. They didn't pay us anything to run an event. We just want it to be on their channel, I guess. I don't know why we wanted to do that, but I never got like, all right, I'm going to run a thing and I'm just going to put CTWC's name on it because reasons. Just call it your own thing. 160 for Meme, 222 for Myles. Yeah, call it Lone Star. If I give you all the equipment, you got to call it Lone Star. That's it. that's the stipulation. I'll even come and commentate if you want. I just don't want to have any responsibilities. Tetris for Myles, 337, 251. You know, if you want me as a commentator, I mean, maybe you don't. You probably don't. The CTWC brand of being on Classic Tetris drives the prize pool in attendance. I guess. What was the high? What would I will say that though, you know, I think I could be wrong. I think the Lone Star prize pools did very well compared to CTWC regionals. You can go back in Wikipedia and look, but I think we did okay. We have credibility and goodwill. Look at these double tucks from Myles. What the heck? He got the double tuck of the square. Did you see that? Holy moly. That's crazy. Yeah, the CTWC events that is one thing. They do have equipment from, somebody who, some of them do, but some of them are not equipment from those. Some of them are just like, oh, we want to run a thing, so I guess we call it CTWC, I guess. Like, some of them get that. I'm not hating on CTWC. I don't understand the knee-jerk kind of like, oh, we're running a thing, it's got to be a CTWC. Like, well, why? Why don't you just make it the Adam Irish experience, right? He's building his own thing. He's building. 583 for Myles, 465 for Meme. There's the Tetris for Myles, 608. Is he building or stacking? Maybe both. Yeah, no, I have nothing against CTWC, but, bet on yourself, too. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. You guys are already locked in with CTWC. That's fine. So am I just giving CTWC free TVs? Is that? Because then maybe they don't need that. Is that what you're saying? Like, do I need to give CTWC free TVs? All right, Dirty Tetris for Myles, 779, 628 for Meme. Wally says, don't give him, I'll take him. There you go. 778 for Meme, 884 for Myles. There's no beef at all. What are you talking about? Someone saying beef at This is literally zero. Tetris Meme, 843. Oh, Tetris said he had beef. Oh my goodness. Well, Tetris. Does Tetris like beef? You like beef? I don't even know if Tetris eats beef. 875 for Meme, 910 for Myles. Beef is fine, overrated. All right. I mean, there are no dinosaur chicken nuggets, but that beef. Tetris for Meme, 954, 978 for Myles. Oh, I forgot this is top 16. So this is going to be like an edited one for YouTube. So this is kind of unhinged chat for a top 16. Whoops. And now we know why people affiliate with CTWC and not CTM. All right, Myles up pretty high, and that's going to be a top out for Myles at 994. So he was blocked, he was dirty, he was waiting, he didn't get it. That means Meme is going to go up 1 game to none. 2 games to none. Meme was behind like most of the way, but takes game number 2. All right, new pieces for the players. Eight zero 3B09. Okay, Myles has got to win this one to stay in. Meme is on match point. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So is this something that only I like? Is this brand new? I'm drinking something called Bum Energy, and that's the brand, and then the flavor that I'm drinking is called Dr. Bum. Is this something people know about? Dr. Bum energy drink. It's not bad. It's not bad. Tetris says Dr. Bum is diabolical? That's what it's called. It's called Bum Energy. Dr. Bum. And they have other flavors too, but it's supposed to taste like Dr. Pepper, I guess. It's not bad. Tetris for Meme, 35,000. Vicious Rhubarb says it's perfectly normal to see It's perfectly normal to see Dr. Bum at your age. I am overdue. 83,000 for Meme, 104 for Myles. All right, we need a real sponsor, and it's gonna be Dr. Bum. I'm gonna look into this. If Dr. Bum sponsors the Lone Star, then I'll bring it back. All right, well, let's hold off on donating equipment to CTWC. And we'll see. If Dr. Bum will sponsor Lone Star, we'll do it. Tetris Myles 178, 175 for meme. But it's like a real thing. Where's my phone? I'll take a picture of Dr. Bum. How many games coming after that one? We have one more match. It's going to be the winner of this one against Bluescuti. And I think both of these players really, you know, they have some beef with Scooty. Not real beef, but, you know. Myles, Scooty beat Myles in October 2024 CTM. Lost to Myles in No Cap November 2023. They were in the Stillwater Showdown Finals 2024. And then Meme, Scooty and Meme. You know, they met 3 times in a row at the one-day tournament finals. Just recently, you know, Scooty beat Meme in October of 2025, so in the finals. They've met at regionals in the finals, so both of these players have, you know, they got their sights set on that Bluescuti. Sungjin Wu says, I was gonna say Dr. Bum sponsor Lone Star, but instead they want you to call it the Dr. Bum. What would you do? Like if they wanted to call it the Dr. Bum Lone Star Championship? Yeah, I'd call it that. Why not? That's their product. They should be proud. 359 for Meme, 404 for Myles. Tetris Myles 449, 405 Meme. So Myles, yeah, he's got to win this one to stay in. These are best of 5s. Zook says there's too much philosophy in the chat, but I mean, you've been here before though. Like for some reason, half the chat are philosophers or philosophy students. I don't know why. All right, we're into 19. 455 Meme, 521 Myles. Myles ahead by 84,000 points. There's a Tetris Myles. He's clean. Setting up long bar, column 9. Long bar goes in Tetris. He's set up again. Another Tetris Myles, 648. Tetris Myles, 731. Still clean, still Tetrising. Meme dirty. And transfers that well back over to column 10. And gets another Tetris, 657. Meme trying to keep it close. Level 29, the speed's going to double. There'll be 100 lines of that. So there's still a lot of lines to be used if they can make use of them. Are you asking why I have no Texas accent? Because I live in Texas, but I'm not from Texas. I've lived here 18 years, and I'm in Austin, which is not, it's not exactly the rural part of Texas. I'm from Boston, which I don't have a Boston accent either, but 982 or the Boston area. And anyone within 30 miles of Boston just says Boston because it's easier. Max out for Myles. He's at A17. Meme 854. So Myles able to add to that lead a bit. Oh my God. Can you imagine Tetris with a country accent? Holy moly. I would live for that. All right, 912 for Meme, level 29, B65 Myles. This is like a 240,000, 250,000 point lead. And none too soon, because Myles really needs this one. All right, nice skim here. Keeping that right side open, has to bring it down. And long bar over Tetris Myles, C29. There's one Meme, A04. Meme finally with the max out on level 31. All right, center of Meme's board could use some attention. Still low enough where she can work it down. She's doing it. Kind of dead drop of that S in the middle. Wow. Clears away nicely. Meme still alive. Still stacking. A30 for Meme. C94 for Myles. So still about that 260,000 point lead and more. There's a Tetris for Myles. There's one Meme. Yeah, if you're from Massachusetts, you're either from Boston, Worcester, or Springfield. All right, Myles going to top out a D44 on 34. This is very interesting. Meme, the target is D45. So that's 133,000 points. Tetris is here worth north of 40,000. So this is like 3 Tetrises and change. Does not have to all be by means of Tetris, but they would sure help. And Meme piled up high here. That left side is not going to be fixable. That is going to be a top out for Meme. And that means Myles is going to take game number 3. We are now 2 games to 1 for Meme. Players, do you need a moment, or you want me to run an ad? Do you need a moment, or are you good? If you need a moment, I can run an ad. Or if you just want to get right into it, that's fine too. All right. All right, I'll run 60 seconds. We're icing Myles. That's what we're doing. We got to ice him. He's too good now. We got to slow him down. I just keep forgetting to run the ads. Oh, why won't Discord let me post a picture in my stupid channel? I'm trying to go like photo. Did I not give it access to photos? Files? Yeah, like it's not letting me do... Ugh. You're from Quincy, but you say you're from Boston? I mean, it tracks. All right, I put Dr. Bum in the... This is real. I'm not lying. This is a real thing. Dr. Bum. The second biggest city in New England? Yeah, it's either Hartford or... Yeah, I would say Hartford. Providence? I feel like Hartford's bigger, though. Meme says, I would go to Lone Star if it was sponsored by Dr. Bum. Oh my God. I mean, Meme, you might be saving Lone Star right now. Because I would love for you to go to Lone Star. And I would love if it was sponsored by Dr. Bum. So you might be saving it. All right, pieces are here, players. F8B871. F8B871. All right, I'm looking up right now if I can become an affiliate or something. All right, looks like both players are ready. F8B871. Yes. Game number 4, Myles needs to win to force a deciding. Game number 5, Meme is on match point. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tayo says, my friend's from Worcester, and I think it's the best, and the friend thinks it's the best place ever. Didn't the guy who drew the iconic smiley face, he's from Worcester, right? That's why the minor league baseball team, the Woo Sox, they have like a alternate logo, which is the smiley face playing baseball. And the hat, oh my God, the hat, I bought a hat, a Woo Sox hat. And it's amazing because it's like a big W on the hat and it's in the Red Sox font. So I just have this cool hat with a red, like it's Red Sox, but it's a big W on the hat. And I feel amazing when I wear it. It's like a big W. The Woo Sox are confusing sometimes. Why are they confusing? $167 for each of these players. They're basically one line apart. Otherwise, same score. Help says, I'm not going to actually say that out loud, but Help says, who's excited to see the Pats win next weekend? It's all gravy to me. I did not expect the Patriots to be going this far in the playoffs this quickly. So honestly, it's all gravy. I'm not going to be disappointed no matter what happens. 216 for Meme, 183 for Myles. Yes, keep me safe. Yeah, Mari, the Texans did not look good yesterday. I mean, who knows how that game could have gone. They'd even been semi-competent. But they look bad. 332 for Meme, 245 for Myles. Tetris, Myles, 292, 382 Meme, 90,000 point lead. All right, no worries, Zoo. And then we'll just drop it. Tetris for Myles, 435, 499 for Meme. Meme gonna get that S-spin. No, gonna miss the S-spin. So that's gonna cost a few extra lines. Could help Myles. He tries to close this gap. All right, let's see what Myles is going to do here. Yeah, he's going to set up for the dirty, try to avoid putting stuff over that. Yeah, okay, now he's just going to take this safe board into 19. Got a Tetris set up there in column 4. I'm going to keep that open. And he's going to get it. 521 for Myles. Meme looking to transition into 19 with a 600. Not quite going to get there, but very close. It was like a 596, gets Tetris anyway right after. Yeah, I'm not sure, Mari. Trying to do it relatively soon. And I have other stuff too, so, you know, ideally I'd like to get rid of some of that other stuff too. Like, you know, live event related stuff, not just like old chairs, but, you know, like actual stuff related to running the event. 611, Myles. 704, Meme. Oh, Meme with a little misdrop here. Dirty Tetris. Myles gets a long bar down that right side. He can now access that left, get a bar over there to fix it. Myles, another Tetris, 704. Now, Myles is 12 lines ahead. That's certainly relevant, or will become relevant as we get closer, if we get closer to level 39. Oh, yeah, Mari, it's not like super... It's not super urgent, actually. I mean, just some point in the near future. Tetris Meme 866. So both players on clean boards. Myles up a bit higher. Tetris Meme 897. Myles waiting here, just having to chunk it all the way down. Gets Tetris 850. There's one Meme 929. Again, 9-line lead. Myles more than that now. 9 to 13 lines. There's one Myles, 918. Tetris Meme A05. That is the max out. Just into 27. Myles, 12,000 away from a max. The Vits, the true Vits for Myles. He gets a Tetris A23. Myles looking for one more. Tetris gets it into 29 at A60. So here we go, 100 lines until level 39. The players can muster it. That's what they've got left. Is there a fake Vits? There's a delayed Vits. You know, you really ideally is to see the bar and make the adjustment based on the bar, right? That's the true Vits. Versus the delayed Vits. B33 for Myles. B91 for Meme. Oh, there you go. I Love Myself 2005 is here. Welcome. I love it. I'm into it. Tetris Myles. B95. C78 for Meme. CO6 Myles. Myles now under 50 lines to go. He's 60,000 points behind and 13 lines ahead. So Myles has really just got to go if he wants a chance. Try and tie this up against Meme. Meme D00, that's a 1.3. Tetris Meme D45. Myles now in the lead, but his board is a mess. And Meme's board is a mess. Meme sets up for a triple. That's going to help. Myles trying to muster whatever lines he can or whatever points he can. Meme's board is coming down. Myles is board with that T. He was bringing it down, but no. So Myles tops out at D82. So Meme at D78. The skim in the Tetris. Meme is going to take game number 4 and take this match 3 games to 1. Myles did what he had, he knew the assignment, he knew what he had to do. He was doing it. Board went up, he was bringing it down. Missed drop of the T though, that is going to finish him in this one. So good match. Tough meeting in the top 16 for these two, for sure. So GG's Myles, you did great. It will be Meme though, moving on to the round of 8 to take on Bluescuti. You're gonna run an ad real quick here. Well, maybe not real quick. 2 minutes, guys. 2-minute ad. But anyway, yeah, 5 minutes. You can definitely have 5 minutes. I'm running 2 minutes of ads, so you definitely can. Okay. And we'll run some on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but we'll hit the button. You are scared, Myles. You are scary. We've seen you be very scary, Myles. Anyway, let me go report all this. I actually forgot to report the Bluescuti Kirby one. That was a decider. 3-2. Monthly Tetris. And then this one, 3-1. There it is. Green Bluescuti meme. And let me bring this up and get it going. So we're going to say goodbye meme, hello Scoots, and then goodbye Myles, hello meme, and then we'll try to paste that camera over there. That'll be easier. Player 1, copy the transform. Oh, you're not supposed to play this. This is a special opening song. And we'll flip this around. Flip 730 from this side. Oops. So 730 from this side should be about right. All right, that should be about where we need to be. Gmart 35 stream streak. That's tough. Zook, thanks for gifting a tier 1 sub to I Love Myself 2005. Appreciate that. Oh, we had a raid from Classic Tetris. I missed that. Thank you, Classic Tetris. Appreciate the raid. All right, we are set up here. We can watch Scooty warm up while we wait for meme. And I'm going to take a moment, so I will be right back. All right. I would say if you're going to have grilled cheese, it should be tomato soup. But you can have whatever you want. That's my take. You know, you get the sweetness and acidity of the tomato, which kind of cuts the richness of the cheese and also adds a bit of a contrast in colors, where I think grilled cheese and then a chicken and stars soup are like kind of the same color palette, so it's not a lot of visual interest. That's just me. That's just me. I mean, some things are traditions for a reason. Yeah, the other thing is I just feel like, you know, chicken and star, it's kind of watery. You know, if you're going to dip the grilled cheese in the soup, it's a little watery. And I just feel like I'm dipping grilled cheese in chicken water. I don't know. But soup, it's like, that's that good. Tomato soup, that's good for dipping. What does the star 9 mean on Scooty stats? It means he's a 9-time Masters winner. And Bluescuti's grandpa agrees, tomato soup. You're not going to, you know, if you hear a grandpa and their opinion on soup, you got to respect that, man. You got to respect grandpa, you know, opinion on soup. I think. All right, players. I am going to go ahead and put the seeds in the chat. You can finish up the warm-up that you're doing, or do one little other mini warm-up, but there they are. I'm going to make some Campbell's tomato soup with my grilled cheese. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Sorry, Zook. You've been overruled. All right. We got another minute meme. Scooty's gone to take care of something in the apartment. Campbell's chicken noodle soup is clearly the winner. I mean, it has a certain nostalgia factor. I can't say it's like objectively good soup, but it's definitely comfort food if you grew up with that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not a new soundtrack, HC. It's on shuffle. So some songs are coming up. This is one of my favorite. I do love this one. You're right, Gmart. Thank you. Scooty's mom makes killer homemade chicken noodle. Always requested. Well, I'm gonna request it as well. Let's get some of that soup froze up. Sent up here to Austin. Tetris likes chicken and noodles. Tetris, noodles are bread. Okay? Sorry to break it to you. You don't like noodles unless they're smothered in spaghetti sauce. What is spaghetti sauce? Isn't that just whatever sauce you've put on spaghetti? Like, you mean like a tomato sauce? Like, I think if you put it on spaghetti, then it, by definition, it's spaghetti sauce, right? Oh, look at this great award in the background. Look at this, has got to be the best award in all of Tetris, right? Where is this camera? Guys. Look at that. See that award? I mean, that's like I mean, name a better Tetris trophy right there. Name a better one. Classic Tetris Monthly Lone Star Championship 2024. Clearly the best. You know, it looks great and it's compact, right? It doesn't take up too much room. Like that ridiculous CTWC trophy takes up way too much room. It's huge. You don't want one, right? You tried the Hero Bagels. Yeah, they're expensive, but if you're low carbonate, they are pretty good. And for me, they don't have any weird after effects, so. All right, it looks like both of our players are ready. Let us confirm that they're on the seed. BFE1ED. Oh. Scooty.
You just got seed checked, bro.
Scooty, it's BD. BFE1ED. Check W indeed. All right, looks like both players are ready. It is the top 8. The winner goes to the semifinals. It's going to be Bluescuti or Meme, each of them with fresh new avatars in their little placards down there. So let's go ahead and get them underway. Scooty and Meme, 3-1 Tetris. On the left side, it's Bluescuti, seed number 2 from the United States of America. In virtue of his top 2 qualifying seed, he got the start in the round of 16. Took out Idkirby in a kind of a nail biter of a decider, but he did win it. He got here to the top 8. His qualifier, by the way, was a 1.8 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. 1.8 million is the average of your best 2 games. It's pretty darn good. He recently rolled over the level counter, becoming the 3rd player ever to do that. That is called the Rebirth accomplishment. And in the process, got the world record for the score achieved in an NES Tetris game. That was 40.2 million. And that overtook Dog Playing Tetris's 29 million for that world record. So 3rd player to get that Rebirth. Is also the 1st player ever to crash the game of NES Tetris. It's like 2 years ago. Seems crazy. Bluescuti, a 9-time Masters event winner, including Lone Star in 2024. And he's also on a 3 wins in a row streak. He won October, November, no cap November, and December. And at one point from the mid 2024 to, or maybe I guess early mid 2024 to early 2025, he finished in the finals or made it into the finals 10 months in a row. So that's Bluescuti. He's doing all right. On the right side, it is meme seed number 7. Meme qualified in with a 1.66 million that was averaging a rollover over her best 2 games in that 1 hour. She has a PB of 13.2 million, which is a very, very high score. She is also a player who has crashed the game of NES Tetris, and she was the runner-up in CTWC's championship tournament in 2025. Of course, Alex T was the winner of that. Meme was the runner-up. Meme also won a bunch of regional tournaments in 2024 and 2025, including Milwaukee 24, Kansas City DAS 24, Genesis 25, Detroit, and Minneapolis 25. So really just traveling to all these regionals and just taking them all down, just mowing everyone down. Also was the runner-up at the most recent Boston Tea Parody event. Was the runner-up in our Stupid Tetris Monthly No Bars event that concluded in December. And also had high finishes at regionals in Philadelphia, Kansas City, Milwaukee. Last 2 years, Jonas Cup. Second runner-up in that, 3rd place. And she made it to the finals of Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for the first time last October. And yeah, that was against Bluescuti. So a little bit maybe of vengeance on the mind of Meme. These two have met up fair number of times. 410 for Bluescuti, 315 for Meme. Bluescuti number 1 in that Premier poll, a ranking of classic Tetris players. And Meme number 5. You can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com. Premier with an E at the end. You can use the PP command here in chat to bring up the link. 436 for Bluescuti. Dirty Tetris for Meme, 341. They have met up a bunch of times, various events, DAS events, CTM Masters event, Classic Tetris League. This Boston 3 parody, that was the Boston event that Fractal runs just a couple weeks ago. That was, at least in terms of majors, that was the first time that Meme defeated Bluescuti in a non-DAS event. Now, there may be other minor events and things like that here or there, but as far as the ones that are tracked on Liquipedia, that is what happened. So, curse has been broken. Meme trying to get past Bluescuti, get back to those finals, have another crack at a title. 623 for Bluescuti, 475 for Meme. Barrett says upper decker. I know. Trey will never live that down. Upper decker. 675 for Scooty on level 2502 for Meme. Just a few lines apart. Boston was an alternative format. Okay, true. But I did say in a non-DAS event. I mean, it had some DAS in it, okay? Players playing DAS in the early rounds, maybe, but a pure DAS event, Meme has defeated Bluescuti in the past. We've got Barrett, you've made a good point. Meme is up very high. That is a top out for Meme. 616. Bluescuti's good in game number 1. Yeah, Upper Decker was the name that Trey Harrison, who was one of the principal owners and runners of CTWC from like 2015 to about 2022, 2023, something like that. That was his word for a dirty Tetris. It has some well, no, I mean that was before Dirty Tetris though. That was before. Wasn't it, Barrett? That was what he called it, and that was before Dirty Tetris, like. And Dirty Tetris came from Jonas and Heather, and I think that just came up. I don't think it came up during their stream, but I think it came up during some of the later CTWCs. But what does GG mean? It means good game. You think Dirty Tetris was still unestablished? All right. Looks like both players are ready. 8-0. Now you got to check Scooty like a hawk, right? All right, we were good. Game number 2. Scooty up 1-0. 3-1 Tetris. Scooty got to earn back his trust with putting those seeds in. That's it. What is this? The green bracket? Green bracket. There we go. Vandy, which live events are you going to this year? I don't know. I would like to go to CTWC and to Jonas Cup. I would like to go to that. If there's a Montreal, I would like to go to that, but it's not. You know, there are contingencies, but I would like to go to those. Toronto? Yeah, I really want, like, I liked Montreal, and I only saw a little bit of it while I was there. But I want to do Montreal proper. But I think Toronto would be fun to go to. It depends on kind of how the Montreal event goes down. Sorry, 206 for Bluescuti, 191 for Meme. Like the one in 2024 really, you know, had such a unique feel and an event, you know, it was an event and it's kind of, I just like the vibe of it, where it took place, how it went down. So if it's something similar to that, I'll go. Or, well, I won't say I will go, but I will want to go. And listen, I think all these regionals are great, but I like the ones that have like a unique kind of feel to it. When you were in Montreal, you saw their symphony with Charles Dutoit and Martha Argerich playing Chopin piano concerto. Holy moly. That's an experience. That's amazing. When was that? Can't believe Martha Argerich is still, I mean, she's still going. I mean, she's going to be like 80 something and she's still going. Really has not lost a step. Maybe a little bit. 401 for Meme, 361 for Bluescuti. Are you ever going to fix the channel description, Vandy? Will be calcified like an artifact. Those Vit set up here for me. What does the channel description say? What needs to be fixed? I don't look at it. That was in the mid 90s. Yeah, I think she'll still, Charles Dutois has passed away, right? But I think. But Martha Argerich is still going. $4.96 for Meme, $4.32 for Scooty. Well, CTM is in its 9th year, 10th if you count 2017's. It says 7th. Oh, okay. Well, I will have to see what's going on around, if there is in that Montreal Symphony Orchestra. Sounds legit. CTM is original and biggest is missing a definite article. Oh my God. Did I write this? I don't think I wrote this. Like whoever writes user manuals for like imported electronics probably wrote it. 635 for Meme. Looking for one last bar before that 19 hits. And there it is. Tetris into 19 for Meme. 659. Just 600. Just 600K transitions. Just flowing like water the last few months. And like pretty much everyone's got one. And there's one for Scooty as well. 617. So double 600s. Now we just need, the double 700s. Almost kind of had it. Didn't we have double 690s? Well, Mr. Brain, the second is my favorite. $8.19 for Meme. Well, we need more. We need a lot of double 700s. We need more. We need it to happen like every week. Like at least once a week. So Meme waiting for a bar, just trying to keep this whole thing going. But yeah, this is a drought. Get out your trouts. It is a drought. This is real. This is a thing. All right, finally, Longbar can't use it. There's a Longbar. She can use Tetris for Meme. She'll survive 904. The trouts will be unhappy in the drought. Well, that's what I'm saying. Get them out, right? First trout announcement in a while. That's true. We have not been doing the trout. We're trying to, we're trying to not to make trout happen, right? We were trying to make trout happen, but I don't know. It's still stupid and fun. I like it. 913 for Bluescuti. A98 for Meme. Make Trout happen. I'm trying. Tetris meme B72. She could have a 1.2 into. You get a Tetris here before 29. She will. Scooty at 991. There's a Tetris for meme. C10 into 29 and another Tetris right after that. So a 600K into 19, 500 something post. Take that. And Tetris for a meme, 1.3. So Scooty here, 1.1 on level 30. Meme ahead by 190,000 points. Also a little bit ahead in lines. Meme going to take that down with a triple. Board not looking... Sometimes you got to chop the board down. You can't just go ham every time. You got to just bring this board down sometimes. If you don't like your board, bring it down. Tetris for meme, E09. E is a 1.4 million on level 33. Tetris meme E56. Oh, Scooty gonna miss the tuck of the J. Pretty risky, but gets a long bar over. Try to fix this. And another kind of Z piece. So Scooty's got to bring this down. He's back by 160, 170, now 200,000 points. Tetris for meme, rollover on 36. That's a 1.6 million. Scooty has got the 1.4. Meme now with 17 lines to go until 39. Dirty Tetris Scooty. He's got to go. He wants a chance here. Meme has got to keep the pressure on, keep scoring. And yeah, she's having no trouble. There's a 1.7, nearly a 1.8. Meme try to uncovers, gets a long bar over. She's got the 1.8. Scooty with the rollover. Can't get the bar over. That is going to be enough. Meme can't quite get the 1.9, but almost. My goodness, 1.89 million here in game number 2. Scooty with the rollover. So that is a combined, and I think that 4.8. So yeah, so that's basically 1.9 plus. That's a combined 3.5 million. That's a 3.5 million combined. Comp PB, is that comp PB? That's got to be comp PB, right? Is that a comp PB? Have you ever gotten a 1.9? My goodness. Well, you deserve a point for that. We'll give you a point. Holy moly. Sushiman is shocked. All right, I am going to put the pieces in the chat, players. You can take a moment if you need. Oh, my word. $3,501,760. That 760, that is a single on level 18. All right, let's see. 483E4F. Okay. Well, what was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3 between some of the best players in classic Tetris. Let's go ahead and get it counted down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I mean, you'll want the level 18 after that, right? You need players need it. You're like, they don't need to play on 18 anymore. What is there to prove? They need to calm down. Like, relaxing level 18. Tetris Jazz with the Prime subscription on Twitch, 36 months. Thank you, Tetris Jazz. Appreciate that. Oh my word, meme. What the heck with the double flip of the bar or triple flip, whatever it was. Double. Yikers. It's all right. Triple for meme. Now a Tetris, one row off the bottom. There's at least 3 players or people in the NAS Tetris community that have Jazz in their name. Jazz Thief, of course. And Jazzy Spinal Fusion, and now Tetris Jazz. And now you've been here 3 years, subscribe. So it's not really an and now, although you're the newest of them. 128 for Bluescuti, 134 for me. I'm looking at their scores right now, and I'm like, oh my God, they have 1.7s. What? Short Sword says, and this is preliminary, I think that's the 11th highest 39 double kill screen score of all time. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, Jazzy Josh. That's true. Jazzy Josh. You've never subscribed on Twitch or competed. Yeah, well, if you don't sub on Twitch, you don't count. That's it. All right, so there's 4 now. There's 4 Jazzes. You've been watching since 2018? Well, sorry to say, Tetris Jazz, but Jazzy Spinal Fusion and Jazz Thief predate you. Even then. They're very long timers. Unknown Krevs says, I'm just here for the Tetris. Smiles. All right. Well, welcome in, Unknown Krevs. Meme is set up 1 row off the bottom. She's got a 260, and she's got a Tetris, 283. Bluescuti, 296. I Love Myself 2005 says, grilled cheese acquired. You acquired it? Zook says, Thai food acquired. What did you get, Zook? Curry and chicken satay. I'll take it. $3.88 Bluescuti, $3.97 meme. Big Pile Guam says salmon fried rice acquired. Sharky said, did I hear fish? I don't think you heard fish, but you heard about fish. It's very dangerous. Don't let a shark near fish. What's the best frozen pizza? Well, I'm not going to tell you, but hope maybe someone will answer. Someone asked me that before. I didn't say it's the best, but I said it's the one that I like the most. And they tried it and they didn't like it. Oh, the Vits for meme and now the Tetris as a reward. Except the answer is home run in, but I won't say it out loud because whoever bought it on my recommendation is very disappointed. But I love it. We're into level 19. Meme with Tetris here, 591, 538 for Bluescuti. Scooty uncovers. Meme Tetrises. Scooty Tetrises. But yeah, home run in is my favorite frozen pizza. But it's a little idiosyncratic. It's not trying to mimic like, you know, a New York style pizza and failing. That's what I think succeeds about it, is that it's not trying to do that. $701 for meme, 613 for Bluescuti. All right, Scooty could use a bar here that just to help clean this board up. And yeah, this is kind of a mess, and meme's board kind of a mess too as well. So really, battle of survival right now. And here come, but well, let's see now. Meme's board is creeping up higher and higher, and she is, I mean, insane. I mean, this is absolutely bonkers survival for meme. This shouldn't even be possible. And yet it was not possible. So that's a top out for meme at 728. I thought she was going to get out of it. Those movements to the left, I mean, I don't know. Someone needs to check her controller in game, because this am not normally, or whatever it is. Okay. 737. Scooty is good in game number 3. Is going to go up 2-1. Yeah, Scooty, you are good. Wow. I mean, oh. Wait, are you on padless? Meme, are you on padless? I hope so. I think everyone should get padless. $7C B493. 7C B493. No, regular, boring NES controller. Can padless be used on an emulator? I mean, you have to get it's an NES dongle on it, right? Connector, so you'd have to get the converter. But I wonder if they could make a USB one. What is padless, says Bobbert Jones. So the NES controller, right? The regular, boring stock NES controller it relies on these rubber pads to get its like springy motion, and those things wear out and they change over time, and so it can cause like inconsistency and missed inputs, and you know, they're just kind of, it's rubber, so it's all weird. Well, someone has made a controller, or they're making a controller, trying to get it launched, that uses keyboard switches, like the little clicky keyboard switches, which are very reliable and consistent, instead of rubber pads. So it's called padless. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 4. Scooty and meme. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Are fresh pads always better? I mean, it depends on who you are, I guess. I like very stiff pads, but I'm not rolling, and you know, probably ultimately doesn't matter what kind of pads I use, but I feel like I like fresh pads better, like fresh springy pads. Whatever they are, though, I want them to be consistent, you know, but they do change over time. And I burned through a lot of pads because even though I don't play that much, I have an aluminum controller shell, and that kind of, instead of the plastic on in a regular NES controller, the plastic kind of deforms a little bit, right? Like you can twist it a little and the plastic will move, right? So that means it's bearing some of the brunt of the force that you're putting on the controller, and that's force that the pads are not taking. But since this is aluminum, cast aluminum, it doesn't spring at all. And that force has to go somewhere because physics. So it ends up going into the one place that it can go in. Well, two places. One, the pads. And two, back into my own hands. So it hurts my hands more and it destroys pads, but it's much more consistent and actually enjoyable to play with for some reason. So 183 for Bluescuti, 182 for Meme. All right, so Meme with the T spin, gets the T and the spin. Dude, your controller is metal. It truly is. It truly is metal. If you want to try it out, I'm not going to recommend it, but I do like, I don't know, I like experimenting or just trying out different controllers and controller configurations and things like that. So I think it's called, oh God, what was it called? I don't know. I forget what it's called. Aluminum controller NES shell. What is that called? Boxy Pixel. That's what it is. Boxy Pixel. BOXYPIXEL.com. I'm not gonna recommend them, but if you do want to try it, you can try it. But that's on you. 308 for Meme, 267 for Bluescuti. But I am not saying anyone, just to be clear, I'm not saying anyone should buy it or it'll do anything. But I like playing on it. For one thing, it's 4 times heavier than a normal NES controller shell, which I think the regular one is about an ounce. Like between 28 and 30 grams. And then this one is like 112 grams, something like that. It's much heavier. You feel it. 338 for Meme. 304 for Bluescuti. And long bar in Tetris for Meme. 366. 310 for Scooty. So yeah, that did seem to be a long drought. I wasn't sure if it was a 100% drought. I had to take my eyes off the screen for a moment. But if you're saying that was a long drought, I'd love to know how long. They have a brass controller body too. Yeah, they do. I don't know if it's brass colored or just brass, or it is brass, but most of their stuff is like milled, not cast aluminum, milled aluminum, right? Because it's on a, I think it's on a CNC thing, or maybe it is cast aluminum. I don't know. I'm not a metallurgist, guys. Okay, I don't know. How about tungsten? Holy crap! Somebody please make a tungsten controller shell, like 6 pounds. 484 for Meme. Long bar goes in. Tetris comes out. 507. 452 for Bluescuti. Yeah, I want one of those tungsten cubes now. Like, I don't know why. I just, it just feels like a weighty thing in my hand there, like a little. Imagine rolling on a tungsten controller. Yeah, really. 580 for Meme, 490 for Bluescuti, both on 19. So Meme in the lead. About 100,000. There's a 49-piece drought. That's pretty long. $711 for Meme, $690 for Scooty. So Scooty's been able to catch up a bit. About a 50,000 point lead right now at this moment for Meme, with the lines essentially tied. Tetris Meme, 771. Level 24. Meme with a good low stack there after a Tetris. Scooty also clean, skimming, waiting, and Tetrising, 786. Tetris Scooty, 855. He's ahead by 9 lines, back by 10,000. Meme gets one, 898. Both players now on 26. Scooty into 27. Meme now into 27, 969. Meme trying to keep that right side open, but it's got to get to work though. She's got gap there. The bar would help. Oh, but she's going to block before she gets the bar. She's got the max. Scooty's got the max. Scooty now into 29, A38. Meme clean. And Tetris is into 29, A54. Oh no, Meme here. Let's see. No. Oh no, Meme is gonna top out at A62. Meme chatted before it showed that she had topped out. And so a little bit of a spoiler there in chat, but Bluescuti is good. And we'll take game number 3, but Meme put up a great performance, particularly that game number 2, where she came back to tie the match. Got nearly a 1.9 million. They combined for 3.5 million in that. Scooty had the rollover as well. So Meme doing great. But she's going to go out in the top 8. And by the way, if you want the top 8 players to get paid, use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The one that says CTM Jan or ME, that is the one. Click on that. Go over to our Matcherino partner and contribute to the prize pool. Bluescuti trying to work another rollover. There is a Tetris for Scooty, F64. He's one away. Kind of holding out for it. Waiting. See if he can make this an intentional top out. No, he's going to have to. Now he's going to have to get to 39. Oh, there's another Tetris. My goodness, Scooty. And yeah, he's playing a 30. That's it. Scooty is your bracket winner, the green bracket winner, the first player of the month into the semi-final. So GG's to you, Bluescuti. Congratulations. Go ahead and report this. We'll show you the bracket, y'all. 3-1. Bluescuti is how it's going to go in the books. And you played great. And you've got another shot at a monthly championship, going for 4 in a row. Bluescuti, next step unlocked. So GG's to you. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our brackets. Top 8. We gotta refresh it here because reasons. There you go. Bluescuti, the first one in to the top 4. Vandy, it says December. What says December, January? What does? Where does it say December, January? Oh, up on the winter scene? Oh, shoot, you're right. I had to do that because the 2 months overlapped, and I had to do winter scene. Yeah, the January and February overlapped, so I had to do both. Didn't change it back. Got it. Okay, well. Yeah, there it is. Scooty is in. So tomorrow we have got more for you. Oh boy, 7 a.m. We got a lot tomorrow. We got 7 a.m. So I have to get up. I got to get up in 10 hours. Do Tugi versus Jati. That's a Masters Orange round 2. So let's find that. This is last month, so let's fix that. This is last month. I had to keep it up because of they overlap. All right, January 2026. Okay, there's the top part fixed and the bottom part. January. You're going to watch the jank, y'all. So yeah, 7 a.m. Tugi. All right, Mr. Bray, did we meet with your approval? Did we have a lot of plasticky rubbing sounds, or how, did we do all right? Anyway, tomorrow 7 a.m. Tugi versus Jati, round 2. That's match number 9. You have to get up in 20 minutes. Oh my God! Oh God! Oh no! And then tomorrow it's going to be some Stupid and Das Masters. So in Stupid Tetris Monthly, we have Poet versus... Oh, this is going to be in top 8 land. We have Poet versus Esther, Nidrarora. And the winner will take on Zoltan. And that will determine who's going to be in the finals, one of the finalists. Then we're gonna cruise on over to Das Masters. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. All right, good to hear. Thank you, Mr. Brain. Then we're gonna go over to Das Masters. So that is the thing. Das Masters Yellow round 2. That's match 10 up here. It's gonna be Scotto versus Doodle. And then kind of after that a little bit, it's gonna be Das Masters Green. Sharky versus Somalian, winner versus Peak. So we got a lot of different. We're spreading it around tomorrow. So make sure you're here with us to do all that. Thanks to everybody who supported. We'll let that run by again. Thanks to everybody who supported the channel during this stream. New followers: Black Devil, Mr. Z. Twitch subs: Occupy Starbucks, Ayo Pidgeotto, Stanislaw, Love Myself, Tetris Jazz. Raids from Classic Tetris and Wiley Can't Twitch. I think one of those was a gift sub from Zook. So thank you, Zook, for the gift sub. Appreciate that. Thanks to our patrons: Scott Gray, J in the Window, Kane, Attacking Manos, Booker, Corporal, Shelby, Jr., Jordan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Kaka, Java T, Jason, Sunny, and new orange name, Mr. Brain. Thank you, Mr. Brain. We'll get you on here. Appreciate that. Thanks to everybody else on this slide. If you want to support the channel, use support command and bring up some links. Find other ways to support us. Okay, that's going to do it for now. We'll see you guys early tomorrow. Geez, I also have homework to do tonight. What the heck? I'm just never going to sleep. I'm never going to sleep again. That's fine. Take care, YouTube. Mr. Brain Black Ops, D. Bradley. Name I can't read. Suds, N-Dog. Oh, N-Dog. Oh, yeah, by the way. Yeah, thanks for those of you who contributed to the prize pool. I didn't thank you guys. What is wrong? What's wrong with you? You contributed to the prize pool and you must be thanked. Nate with the 125, also issuing the challenge. Jens with $100 and Chris S with the $50. So thank you very much for your contributions to that prize pool. Okay? Good. All right, everybody else on YouTube, thank you for hanging out. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. And Twitch will find a place to send you to. Tetris. Wars After Dark. Final stream before class. Who do we want to watch? Wars. We send it over to Wars. Transition Rush. I don't know what that means. It sounds like a sorority thing. It sounds like some kind of, well, I don't know. It sounds like a sorority. Stop me before I say words. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.